Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of how businesses truly tick. And today we've got Great Holdings and their latest filing from January of 2026. We will be dissecting their report to see what kind of deals they've been cooking up. And before we dive in, if you are enjoying our deep dives into corporate filings, make sure you are subscribed. We have a whole community of finance enthusiasts over on Discord, linked in the description if you want to join the conversation. Let's get right into the heart of it. What we have here is a Form 8K filing. This is like the company's immediate announcement system for important events that shareholders need to know about right away. Think of it as a news alert, but for the stock market. The really key date here is the 21st of January of 2026. This is when the main event we are talking about happened. Now, the company is Blue Water Acquisition Corp. 3rd. They are registered in the Cayman Islands, and their ticker symbols that you might see on the stock exchange are BLUE for their units, blue for their ordinary shares, and blue for their warrants. What is really interesting is what kind of stuff they are trading. They have these things called units. Each unit is basically a package deal. You get one Class A ordinary share, which is a piece of ownership in the company, and then you also get half of a redeemable warrant. A warrant is kind of like a coupon that gives you the right to buy more shares later at a set price. So these units are designed to be attractive to investors by bundling these two things together. Then you have just the regular Class A ordinary shares, the core stock. And finally, the warrants on their own. These are the coupons we talked about. Each full warrant lets you buy one Class A ordinary share for $11.5. This is important because if the company's stock price goes way up, these warrants can become very valuable as people can buy shares cheaper than the market price. Now, something important for understanding how they report their finances is that they are checking the box to be considered an emerging growth company. This means they get to follow some slightly different, often less stringent, accounting rules for a period of time. Companies that are emerging growth companies get a bit of a head start on adopting new accounting standards compared to older, more established companies. This is a common strategy to ease the reporting burden on newer companies. The main reason for this filing today isn't about stock prices or new products. It is about an agreement. Specifically, it is about an indemnity agreement. Now, what is an indemnity agreement? Think of it as a promise to protect someone from financial harm. On the 21st of January 2026, the Board of Directors for Blue Water Acquisition Corp. 3rd, which we'll call the company, approved a new form of this indemnity agreement. This agreement is going to be signed with the company's directors and officers. These are the people running the show. The really important part is that this new agreement replaces an older one. The previous agreement was with a different set of directors and officers who all stepped down on the 25th of November 2025. The new team, appointed on that same date, never actually signed the old agreement, so this new one is their formal protection. So what exactly does this indemnity agreement do? Essentially, the company promises to cover the costs and protect its directors and officers if they get into legal trouble because of their work for the company. This covers them from lawsuits, investigations, and other claims. It is about making sure that the people at the top who are making decisions for the company aren't personally ruined financially if things go wrong, as long as they acted appropriately and within the law. It is a standard practice to attract qualified leadership. On top of that, the agreement also says the company will help pay for legal fees as they come up, what they call advancement of expenses. This is crucial because legal battles can get expensive very quickly. They've also laid out the specific steps and rules for how someone can get this protection. It is all to ensure that the company's leadership can focus on running the business without constant fear of personal financial ruin. This description is just a summary. The full details, the actual legal document, is filed as Exhibit 10.1. It is important to remember that this kind of agreement is meant to supplement, not replace, the protections already offered by the company's governing documents and the law. And that pretty much sums up the main event in this filing. It is an update on a new indemnity agreement for their leadership. The financials in this particular report aren't the focus. Instead, it is a legal and governance matter. So, what does this tell us about Blue Water Acquisition Corp. 3rd? Well, with this filing, they are showing that they are focused on establishing a solid governance structure. By updating their indemnity agreements, they are making sure that their directors and officers feel secure and are properly protected. This is a sign of responsible management, especially for a company that is likely in the process of growing or pursuing strategic initiatives. It is about attracting and retaining the best talent to steer the ship. Looking at this from a broader perspective, this filing doesn't give us a peek into their quarterly earnings or operational performance. We don't have numbers on revenue, profit, or losses here. What we do have is a clear indication that the company is paying attention to the foundational aspects of its corporate structure. They are essentially reinforcing the safety net for those making crucial decisions. It might seem like dry legal stuff, but for investors, a strong governance framework which includes proper indemnification for its leaders. can be a sign of a well-managed company aiming for long-term stability and success. If we were to see their actual financial statements, we would look for things like consistent revenue growth, manageable debt, and healthy profit margins. But for today, the story is about the people running the company and ensuring they are protected as they navigate the business landscape. This sets the stage for potentially more significant announcements down the line. Alright, that is our breakdown of Blue Water Acquisition Corp through its latest filing. What is your take on the importance of indemnity agreements for company leadership? Do you think this is a positive sign for the company's direction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below if you found this analysis valuable. Hitting that like button really helps us out, and don't forget to subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And as always, check out the Discord link in the description if you want to join our growing community. Thanks for watching. See you next time.